our members from around the country. So in like 5-10 seconds, wind down the conversations and we'll get this started, please. I mean, are we about people outside who don't know? That's okay. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. Everyone, hopefully you've got something to sip on. You got something to nibble. We're going to take a few minutes of your time for some really cool stuff, meaning the awards, which is always like a highlight. Very excited. But first, let me start by introducing myself. My name is Danielle Aragoni. I am chair of the board of directors for the League of American Bicyclists. This is my third year as chair. I am here with a group of very dedicated, hello, can we get your attention please? Thank you. I'm here with a very dedicated bunch of board members with whom I'd like to identify themselves so that you can tackle them and ask them about why they are board members and how you can be one too. If you are a league board member, I see Scott and Jimmy over there in the corner. I see Diana right here. Please raise your hand. Vivian is right here in front. There are others who had to come and go. Diva's right here. Torrance is back here. Please find these folks and talk. Yes, first let's thank them. Our job is technically to be Bill's boss. Bill does a pretty fantastic job, as you know already, but so it's an easy job in that respect. But ask them about why they serve and why they believe in this organization so much. I suspect it's a lot of the same reasons that you do. One of the things that we are most excited about as a board is the fact that we have a brand new strategic plan, which is going to govern our work for the next 4 years. I'm particularly excited because we have set a goal this time, an ambitious goal of ensuring that at least half of Americans live in a bicycle-friendly community. We're a ways off of that yet, but having that kind of focus and drive, I think not just guides our work as the league, but your work in the field as well, which is critically important. So check out the strategic plan on the website. Check out the application to be a board member. Elections are this summer if you're interested. I will take the privilege of this position to just give a moment of appreciation for Bill Nesper and this amazing staff at the Bike League who lead such great work. I know that you all have felt it. This has been an incredibly difficult year since we were last here together. I mean, woo-wee, like talk about a roller coaster. And they've managed it with grace and with passion and commitment and with fortitude. And I'm really, really, really proud to say that this organization is as strong or stronger than we have ever been before because of Bill and because of the staff and because of your support. So shout out to you all as well. Keep those memberships coming in. Keep those sponsorships coming in. We really need it. We really appreciate it. And I think that that is the end of my remarks. With this, I'm very happy to turn over the floor to Bill Nesper.
Thanks, Danielle. Thank you. And thanks, everybody, for a great day. This is definitely, I don't know, this is definitely my favorite part, doing the awards. But first, I just want to say thanks to Danielle and our board of directors, who are awesome. I also want to give a shout out once again to our sponsors. Thank you all for making this happen. Yeah, this is excellent. Special shout out to our good friends at New Belgium once again for making sure that we have plenty of beverages to enjoy, and always showing such incredible generosity both during the summit and outside. You know, this I just want to mention, like, if you haven't had a chance to visit our sponsors, please do so. I also want to do, I feel like this banner has been like the star, like secret star of the show or something. It's like people have been taking pictures of it, like showing their names and their towns on it. This is really cool. I just want to give a big thanks to our friends, our other national organization friends out there. We came together with the Safe Routes Partnership, People for Bikes, Rails to Trails, American Trails, and the American Hiking Society to send our priorities to Congress recently, and we got like 1,200 businesses and organizations that signed on to this. So big thanks to all those groups for their great work. And for those of you who have signed on to this, thanks for that, and definitely use it for your photo ops for sure. Yeah, so we're really grateful for this special time tonight. To first introduce our team, I just want to really quickly give a quick shout out to our team. We are, as Danielle said, we have a great strategic plan. I know that might sound funny, like, don't you always have a strategic plan? Aren't those things, don't they go up on a shelf somewhere and you don't ever reference them? And what are those things really? I got to tell you, this process for the strategic plan was really fun and engaging, and because it was so it's so important and so vital that we reach that goal that Danielle mentioned. We are more motivated than ever to deliver on it, and I'll just tell you this: we have an incredible staff that are going to make it happen. Right now, Danielle said we're looking for the majority of Americans living in a bicycle-friendly community in the next 10 years. Right now, that number's at 28%, so a lot of work to do. Yeah, so let's get to it. You are the people that do this work, as I said earlier, and we've been over the last few years. The last year, it has been really tough. As Danielle said, it has been quite a slog. I thank you for putting in the extra work at the local level. We've been making good progress over the last 20 years, over the last 10 years. This year, we have a more important job than ever before defending this funding that brings these projects and these programs to life in your communities. So we're definitely very thankful to be able to do that work for you at that federal level, playing that very specific role. But also we've really been excited about digging into how can we help you be more effective at the local level. Of course, for years we've been dedicated to creating the educational programming and certifying LCIs. So how many people are LCIs here? Quite a few. Some of the most dedicated people in the movement. And then now league cycling advocates. I don't know, are there LCAs in this room? Yeah, so this is like a new thing. So thank you for doing that. Yeah, we've been putting more effort really than ever into that. How can we support the incredible organizations and individual advocates at the local level to accomplish all these goals that we know we can? Earlier this year, we released a bike advocacy toolkit. I hope you will go check that out on our website, and hopefully it will help you in your work. And please do make sure you let us know what we can do to support you as you create these great places to ride, and how we can grow our engagement and create more people to ride with in our communities. So I get to introduce our awesome staff, put a little faces with names. So really quickly, I'm going to call them out, and they're going to raise their hands. Kevin Deckinga, who is our Director of Membership and Development. Kelly Gray, he's our Membership Coordinator. Kelly. Monique Hyatt, she's our Operations Specialist. Monique. Lauren Jenkins, Communications Director. Marley Townsend, our Communications Specialist. All right, Marley. Allie Mabry, our Graphic Designer. Yeah. Karen Whitaker, you all know her, Deputy Executive Director. Will Simpson, who is our Federal Policy Fellow. Will? All right, Will, there you are. Ken McLeod, our Policy Director. Allison Dewey, our Education Director. Riley Teitelbaum, who is our Education and Summit Coordinator. Amelia Neptune, our Bicycle Friendly America Program Director. And Anna Tang, our Bicycle Friendly America Program Specialist. This is a growing team. And Chris Vaughn, who is our Bicycle Friendly American Program Coordinator. Yeah, so, and I also want to give a shout out to Jamil Modafari, who still works with us on a consulting basis on work on Ready to Ride and our youth engagement work. So thanks to Jamil. So thank you all. I'm like in awe of my colleagues every day, and I appreciate the shout out from Danielle. It's like what an honor to like work with this team. They work harder than ever now for you, and I just can't think of enough. I'm really just mostly excited over the next year of continuing to get to work with these folks and to help deliver on that desire that the people of your communities deserve, the places that the people in your communities desire and deserve, and helping making those truly bicycle-friendly communities across the country. So, yeah, thank you, staff, and thank you, all of you, for supporting that work. So, the summit. This is the best part. It is a time for inspiration. It's a chance to uplift those who do the hard work to make biking safe and comfortable and accessible for all. Our movement is powered by incredible people. You are surrounded by them right now. And one of the most rewarding things we get to do of our work is to recognize their dedication and impact. Tonight, we're excited to celebrate the winners of the 2026 Advocacy and Education Awards, leaders who are making a difference in communities across the country. Thanks to everyone who put in the time to do the nominations for these outstanding change makers. I also want to take a moment to acknowledge past award winners. I think, a lot of folks are here, actually, both personal and online, who continue this work, this invaluable work. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So first up is the Club of the Year Award. This award is for a bicycle club that has done an excellent job at providing a great experience for its members and people who are new to bicycling. The goal of this award is to recognize clubs that do an exceptional job at integrating advocacy into club activities or supporting advocacy organizations while creating exceptional events for new and experienced bicyclists alike. This award is about recognizing clubs that are inclusive, welcoming, and committing to growing bicycling. This year's Club of the Year award goes to the Elmhurst Bicycle Club. From Elmhurst, Illinois, founded in 1977, the Elmhurst Bicycle Club is one of the largest, most active cycling clubs in the Chicago region, with members throughout northeastern Illinois and beyond, riding at the speed of fun. Love it. That's my speed. Our club welcomes riders of all skill levels and offers a wide range of events year-round. While their primary passion is riding, you'll find their members running, hiking, snowshoeing, advocating for cycling-related improvements. I think including one of their co-chairs being the state coordinator for Illinois, doing all sorts of advocacy work, volunteering their time for cycling events throughout the region, and so much more. Accepting the award on behalf of the Elmhurst Bicycle Club are their advocacy co-chairs, Armeline Moretti and Kim Messina. Please come and accept the award. Come on up. Speech. I'll hold it for you. Go ahead.
Thank you so much. On behalf of the Elmhurst Bike Club, we would like to thank the League of American Bicyclists for recognizing us as the 2026 Bicycle Club of the Year. Through our involvement in numerous bike safety and educational events, we have increased awareness of the benefits of cycling for all ages and local businesses within our community. We have also successfully advocated for improvements recommended in the local bike plan for the city of Elmhurst, such as the installation of sharrows, crosswalk beacons. As a result of these efforts, the city of Elmhurst was just awarded the bronze level bicycle friendly status this year.
We are grateful for the Elmhurst Bicycle Club's ongoing support of our safe cycling advocacy efforts. They step up when we ask them to sign a witness slip or contact the state or local representative in support of biking initiatives, and they attend local meetings to support initiatives in our community. Kelly Morgan, the club's publicity chair, helps us create informative, inviting flyers for our events and our programs. We would also like to extend a special thank you to Bob Hole. He is the former EBC advocacy chairman for his invaluable guidance that he, as we navigate the challenges of building a safer bicycle infrastructure within our communities. Lastly, we would want to give a shout out to Dave Simmons and Dave Simmons and Savannah Curry of Ride, Illinois. We are very grateful for the collaboration for them and the Elmhurst Bicycle Club, which enforces the Alliance to promote safe cycling awareness not only in our community but in the state of Illinois. Thank you.
Congratulations. Thanks so much. Thanks. Yeah. Awesome. Club of the Year. Okay. So next up is the Kitty Knox Award. Exactly. Which recognizes champions of equity, diversity, and inclusion in the bicycling movement. This award goes to an individual or group that has led in making bicycling more inclusive and representative and has worked to remove barriers to participation by underserved and underrepresented people in their community, state, or country. This year's award goes to Mass Bike and Plays in Place. It's a joint award. Since 2018, Plays in Place has collaborated with diverse cultural institutions to develop and produce new site-specific plays. Their plays are deeply rooted in place and engage audiences with stories of overlooked and often forgotten people, with a focus on issues of race, slavery, abolition, women's history, and the fight for women's suffrage. In 2025, they produced the Kitty Knox Plays. Exactly. A series of plays about the biracial barrier breaker Kitty Knox. In partnership with Mass Bike, they will publish a book of plays along with production photos, essays, production tips to encourage cycling and theater groups to explore Kitty's legacy. I hope we're going to see these plays in our communities. Yes. So, please join me in congratulating them.
Great. Thanks, everyone. There's going to be 3 of us talking, so I'll be very, very brief. My name is Galen. I'm Executive Director here at Mass Bike. It's certainly an honor to be here for the Kitty Knox Award. We all know that bike advocacy is more than just comment letters and showing up to meetings. It really is a pursuit of a social movement, and so this is a representation of a bit of the combination of arts and culture combined with history to move the movement forward. So we are so honored at Mass Bike, which is a statewide advocacy organization, to be partnering with playwrights to really tell an artistic story to move the cultural needle forward. I also want to give mad props to Bill and the League because this is actually a pretty difficult story to tell for the League. For those of you who are familiar with the story of Kitty Knox, she had to basically face the color bar at the League level and be rejected from League membership. And we represent that in the play, and it's wonderful to, a century later, to be standing here recognizing how far we've come, that the League is really leaning into the story to know where we have gotten to this point and how far we still have to go. I also really, before I pass it off to Patrick and Hampton, also love about this play, when you get to see it, my favorite part is that Kitty just wants to ride her bike. Like, that's the theme of the plays, and come hell, high water, racism, sexism, nothing's going to stop her from riding her bike. So that inspiration for me. But I'll pass it off to Patrick, one of our playwrights here, and the producer.
And a huge thank you to Mass Bike for being our partners in this project. It's a multi-year project that was really important to us. And Larry Finnison is, many of you have met, is an expert and historian on Kitty Knox, and he came to me and said, I think we should do a play about Kitty Knox. And I said, yes, I think you're right. Let's find a way to do it. And we did. But thanks to Mass Bike making that happen. And I think exactly what Galen said is that, you know, this is a difficult subject. It's a difficult time in America that we were talking about then that has things that map into parts of America we're talking about now. But the key thing is that Kitty did not allow herself to be defined by other people. She decided to seize power for herself, and this play is not a play of trauma, it's a play of bike joy and black joy. And I think that's something we really need in the cycling movement. So that's what I have to say.
Hi, my name is Hampton Richards. I had the honor of playing Kitty Knox in the play. Thank you. I'm very grateful and honored to be here. Like Galen said, she really just wanted to ride her bike, and I'm looking at everyone today, and I felt this being in the play, and I'm feeling it now. Kitty Knox, like, this is what she fought for, like this, us all being together in this room and biking together and being able to bike freely without restraints, without a bar, without anybody in her way. So this is just kind of the future that she foresaw, and I'm just grateful to also be a part of that. So thank you.
Awesome. Next up, we have the Emerging Leader Award. This award is a special award for a young person who is new to the bicycling movement and has demonstrated exceptional, inspiring bicycling advocacy. Nominees have demonstrated leadership in their short tenure and show great potential to continue leading in the bicycling movement. We have so many nominations for this, so many great emerging leaders out there. I'm so glad to announce that this year's award goes to Laura Pauls-Thomas. Laura is a storyteller, a community organizer, joymonger, based in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Laura is a league cycling advocate and the founder and director of Ride and Roll and Stroll Lancaster, a young adult-led intergenerational advocacy and community building project that advances safe bicycling, walking, and better transit. In addition, Laura is also a transit organizing fellow with Transit for All PA. They serve volunteer leadership and board role, volunteer and leadership board roles and connect efforts across several transportation, land use, and urban social vitality organizations within the city of Lancaster. Laura also works, I mean, my God, gosh, do a lot of stuff. It's awesome. As a full-time nonprofit communications director. So please join me in congratulating Laura. Sorry, the long walk.
Well, it feels incredible to have accepted this award and to see all of your faces. It's good to be here. It might look like it's just me up here on this stage, but that's not quite true. I proudly represent a bicycle-friendly city, population 59,000, called Lancaster, Pennsylvania. My city is small, but it's full of authentic friends, colleagues, and leaders who dedicate themselves to mentoring young leaders, advocating for refugees and other marginalized people, and supporting a thriving and diverse small business community. I'm standing here today because of the support of the people around me and the decades of persistent work of those who came before me. Thank you to the League of American Bicyclists for being a formative part of my advocacy journey. I traveled to Detroit for the first time last October for the League Cycling Advocacy training. I attended the National Bike Summit for the first time last year, where words from Hari Han's keynote presentation encouraged me as a leader and organizer to create spaces where people feel safe to take risks. And I literally wrote that in pencil on the back of my name badge last year. So I encourage the Bike League to continue supporting young leaders and for each person listening to consider how you can uplift and share opportunities with the young leaders in your life. In these times, I think one of the most important things that we can do for one another is to help each other feel brave. I grew up as a shy kid in the suburbs, and I made a habit of keeping my head down, following instructions, and taking up as little space as possible. But I've learned that when you take up space as a leader in this movement, you can also make space for others to thrive, grow, and contribute. Together, we can take courageous and creative action for more bicycle-friendly communities and for a more compassionate and joyful world. So thank you to the League of American Bicyclists. And if you want to hear more from me, you can come to a breakout session I'm co-facilitating on Thursday afternoon here. Thank you.
Awesome. Next up, we have the Youth Empowerment Award, which was created to recognize leaders in our community who empower youth through bike advocacy, education, and opportunities to ride and engage through biking. The League has been fortunate to work with many community bike shops, schools, and so many youth-serving organizations that are engaging and empowering young people through bicycling. This Youth Empowerment Award goes to the Major Taylor Michigan Cycling Advocacy, a Detroit-based nonprofit that transforms bicycles into tools for economic mobility, workforce access, and community empowerment. Named for Marshall Major Taylor, America's first Black world champion cyclist. MTMCA operates 5 interconnected programs that build cycling culture rooted not in recreation, but in access, independence, and economic opportunity. The Major Taylor Michigan Cycling Association, Cycling Advocacy, sorry, did I get that wrong? Is committed to make Detroit a city where cycling is essential transportation for everyone. Mark Marco Speaks is the founder and executive director and a league cycling instructor, and here to receive the award.
Can you hear me? Good evening. First, I want to say thank you very much. First, I'd like to say thank you very much. I am deeply humbled to accept the 2026 Youth Empowerment Award on behalf of Major Taylor Michigan Cycling Advocacy and the City of Detroit. I want to thank the League of American Bicyclists for this extraordinary recognition. I also want to thank Governor Gretchen Whitmer and her administration for their leadership, for heeding our petition to make Michigan the first state in the country to declare a statewide Major Taylor Day last year. That moment told Detroit and the world that this work matters. To my steadfast board of directors, thank you for believing in the vision when it was nothing more than a dream on 2 wheels. To Principal Kevin Hall, Parent Outreach Coordinator Samuel Adams, and every child, teacher, and parent at Noble Elementary Middle School in Detroit, thank you for believing in yourselves. You are the heartbeat of this work. To my life partner, Erica, thank you for your undying support. None of this exists without you. And to every person who has made a donation to our humble organization, thank you. You are fueling our 50 by 50 vision, turning the Motor City into Cycle City, USA. Where 50% of essential trips will be made by bicycle by the year 2050. And I'll leave you with this final word. This award belongs to every Detroit child who has not yet been born, but will one day ride to school, to work, and to a future we are building for them right now. Thank you.
Wow. Awesome. Next up is our Educator of the Year award. So this award recognizes a person who has worked to elevate biking education in their state or community. We're always looking for educators who are, of course, current league cycling instructors, active in teaching classes in the past year, and serve diverse communities. And those who have shown innovation in their work. And this year's award goes to a really innovative person who I've known for a long time, and really, really great to be able to announce that Fernando Martinez is our Educator of the Year. Fernando grew up in Mexico City, where his relationship with cycling began with the bike industry and manufacturing. He became an LCI 20 years ago, 2005. Got 21 years ago. We went on to manage Safe Routes. Oh, shoot, you all right? Yeah. He managed Texas Safe Routes to School program in Amarillo with over 4 decades in the world of bicycling and certification as a race mechanic. He now leads Ride One, the bicycle program at Commissioner Rodney Ellis's office in Houston. Please join me in welcoming and congratulating Fernando for all of his awesome work.
Can you hear that? Do you see what I did? That's called age. So I'm getting older. So I started this 40 years ago and working with Bill, long time. I'm working with a lot of you guys for a long time too. So new generation is coming in. Watch out. So good evening, everyone. How you doing today? Are you enjoying the National Bike Summit? Perfect. So I'm truly honored to, deeply grateful to receive the Gail and Jim Spann Educator of the Year Award from the League of American Bicyclists and this National Bike Summit. For me, the bicycle has been more than just a bike. It represents freedom, opportunity, and connection. The ability to share that through education and community programs is something I feel incredibly fortunate to do every single day for everybody in the Houston area and for many years in many other states. I want to sincerely thank Gail and Jim Spann for the dedication to bicycle education and for supporting advocates and educators across the country. It hasn't been easy to do all this work, but here we are, moving forward. A very special thank you to Commissioner Ronnie Ellis for trusting me in the opportunity to design, create, and lead the Ride One program, the first in the United States of its kind. Because the opportunity, we have been able to reach thousands of children, families, and community members, teaching them how to ride safely and confidently. That impacts means everything to me. I want also to thank Robin Stallings of Bike Texas, the executive director of Bike Texas, for always believing in me and encouraged me to along the way. He's always been a good supporter. His mentorship and support have helped me shape the person and educator I am today. I would also to recognize my incredible team. This work would not be possible without their dedication, passion, and commitment to make our communities safer through bike education. And of course, none of this will be possible without my family. To my wife, Irina, and Dora Viviana, they are the best advocates that I ever had. Thank you for always supporting my crazy bike ideas and standing beside on my journey. I have always believed that bike is a tool that helps us connect people, communities, and help us change people's lives. A bike is a way to connect us, and it's connecting us here today. This award may have my name on it, but it truly belongs to everyone that believes that bicycle can transform lives and build stronger communities. How can I close this? This is a remark that I use. If one bicycle can change one life, imagine what thousands of us working together can do. Let's keep on changing lives. Now, I can go to Houston without taking you all at once, but this is something I have done for years. So I'm taking a selfie with you guys so I can show Commissioner Ellis everything, and I'm taking you with me the end of the week. Bill? Thank you, guys.
The best. Thank you, Fernando. Next up is the Bicycle Friendly America Leadership Award, which recognizes civic, academic, and business leaders who have made significant contributions towards our shared goal of an America where bicycling is safe and comfortable and accessible to all. From mayors and CEOs to public agency leaders, academics, and university presidents, this award honors the leadership of changemakers each year. This award goes to Ken Rose, who is the chief of the Physical Activity and Health Branch at the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Ken leads the CDC's Active People, Healthy Nation initiative, which is a nationwide effort to help 27 million Americans become more physically active by 2027. He's a leading expert on how transportation and community design and shape health. He's spent nearly 3 decades at the CDC advancing active and healthy communities, and he's an everyday cyclist, longtime leader in Atlanta's bicycling community. Ken brings both a national perspective and real-world experience to this work. He's one of us, and he does the great work. I've known him for like 20 years, almost, I think now, and I just can't emphasize enough what an incredible leader he is and a partner is to his team and to everyone around him. A true professional that sets a high standard. We're really lucky to have him. I'm proud to call him a friend, and the league is grateful to be able to honor him with this and him and his great work with this award. So please join me in congratulating Ken Rose.
So I promise I didn't bring the water to speak for 15 minutes. So, well, first of all, I just want to say thank you. This is a really great honor to be up here and to be here and just to even be here. To get the travel approved is kind of a miracle right now. So many people helped me find this journey that, I was thinking about the people who I wanted to thank, and I realized I was like, it's not the people, actually. It's not the who, it's the what. Atlanta. For those of you who don't know, CDC is in Atlanta. And Atlanta somehow gave us Spaghetti Junction as a gift to the field of public health. No one lives in Atlanta and thinks that the transportation system is working fine. Just ask Doug Gordon or Barbara McCann, who both spent time living in Atlanta. And many people come to Atlanta to work at the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, and they're public health professionals. And Atlanta has inspired them to look beyond clinics and hospitals and look at how we can make our communities safer and healthier. And I am one of those people. 50,000 miles on a bike over 25 years. Atlanta teaches you how to stay on top of this work every day you ride a bike. Here's a story behind the water bottle that I will not tell tonight. So I'm humbled to share the stage with everyone in this room. You all share the same urgency that I do, and you all have your own Atlanta where you are. This year has taught me sharply that the things that are worth doing while you can still do them. So we've made a lot of real progress over the last 25 years. We have a lot of work still to do. So here's to Atlanta. If you can do it there, you can do it anywhere. Thank you, and thank you for your work.
Thanks, Ken. Ken is definitely the guy. I think there's a lot of people in our movement who are the people that when you come to their town, they like meet you at the metro station with a bike for you to ride, which is awesome. That's the kind of guy he is. All right, I think we're at Advocacy Organization of the Year. So this award goes to a bicycling and or walking advocacy organization or club who in the past year have made significant progress. Their leaders have worked tirelessly together to grow and strengthen their organization and fulfill their mission. The proof of their efforts is in the growth of their capacity, programs, membership, victories that they've achieved for biking and walking in their state or community. This award is about recognizing organizations that are inclusive, welcoming, and committed to growing bicycling. This Advocacy Organization of the Year award also comes with the John Graff Prize for advancing safe cycling, which is $1,000. So pretty cool. That we were granted as an ongoing annual donation from a longtime supporter, the late John Graff, that enables us to give this prize out every year. This year's award goes to Bike Walk KC of Kansas City, Missouri. Yeah, well deserved. Which works to make the bi-state greater Kansas City region a place where residents are no longer required to drive to thrive. They do this through advocacy, public policy, safe routes to school, urban planning, bike share programs, and so much more. They're not just a leader at the local level, they're actually a founding member of the state level group, which is Missourians for Responsible Transportation, a collaboration of the state's 4 regional mobility orgs. And at the national level, we all know, those of us who are EDs at organizations know how much Eric helps out, who's about to receive this award. Their founder, or their co-founder, is a huge support for all of us who are also executive directors. So I don't know how many people I've sent your way, Eric. Thank you, and congratulations on this award for Bike Walk KC.
Thank you, Bill, and thank you to the league and the board and the staff of the league. I want to say thank you on behalf of everybody at Bike Walk KC, my co-founders, our team of 30 people, which we've grown to from 0 to 30 in 15 years. Our newest team member, our new policy director, Rayan McCarran, is here. This is his second day on the job, so please introduce yourself. Yeah. Please introduce yourself to Rayan and make him welcome here like we've been welcomed at this event. We started about 15 years ago. For those of you that have been around, you may remember the Advocacy Advance program that the League and SRAM and others had. Back in the day, we were fortunate to receive a startup grant, a challenge grant, to get our organization going 15 years ago, at a time where Kansas City was actually the largest metro area in the country that didn't have a dedicated professional advocacy organization. And so in those 15 years, we've gotten a lot done. Our team has created some really great accomplishments in a place that a lot of folks were like, Kansas City, really? Are you guys kidding me? Our advocacy team, we've done things like we repealed a jaywalking law that was being enforced inequitably. We won $10 million over the last few years for Vision Zero. We won an infrastructure bond that's investing $150 million in sidewalks over the next 20 years. Our Safe Routes to School team has served almost 70,000 kids across our bi-state metro area. And we provided technical assistance to dozens of schools around our region. And our bike share team has started and runs one of the largest independent nonprofit bike share programs in the country. We were one of the very first to switch bike share from acoustic to all electric, which if you've been to Kansas City, you know it's not all in Kansas and it's not all flat. So the e-bikes have been a game changer for us in Kansas City. And with that, I just also want to thank all of, as Bill mentioned, the other advocacy organizations that are here. Along the way, you all have inspired us with great ideas that we have stolen or borrowed, provided us tremendous support, great examples for all the work that we've been doing, a lot of support and fellowship and community, which is really important these days. And I also want to get, as a co-founder of our organization, I also want to give a shout out to everybody here in the room. Please raise your hand if you are a founder or a co-founder of an organization. Look around. Yeah. That's really hard work, so kudos to you for doing the work and keeping with it. And with that, also thank you to the League, who's been a tremendous leader for our movement and a great partner and is doing great work. And I just want to say for all of you, go to the Hill tomorrow and kick some ass and get some big wins for cycling tomorrow. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. So 3 left. All right. 3. Ready? This is awesome. So many great people to recognize. So next up we have the Susie Stevens Joyful Enthusiasm Award. This award commemorates Susie Stevens, who was one of the Alliance for Biking and Walking's founders and an enduring inspiration for many members of our movement. The honor goes to an individual or group who carries on Susie's passion for advocating for bicycling as a fun and economical means for transportation and recreation. The award goes to Marley Blonsky of All Bodies on Bikes. Marley is a nationally recognized cycling advocate, speaker, and educator working to make biking more inclusive for people of all sizes and abilities. She's the co-founder and executive director of All Bodies on Bikes, a nonprofit dedicated to creating welcoming spaces for people with larger bodies to experience the joy of cycling through community rides, industry education, and storytelling. She helped reshape conversations with the bike industry about who cycling is for. Marley has worked with brands like Shimano, Shredley, Ride with GPS, and so many more. She was named the 2024 Outsider of the Year by Outside Magazine. We are so happy to recognize her with the Susie Stevens Joyful Enthusiasm Award. Thank you, Marley.
Wow. It's honestly wild to get an award just for being yourself. So thank you. There are some things that I want to say though. You know, I've had a lot of jobs over my career, and it really wasn't until I got into the bicycling world with starting All Bodies on Bikes and advocating for people of all sizes and shapes that I feel like I found my calling. I feel like I get to lead with joy every single day, which right now is honestly a little weird and a little hard. But I've been thinking about it a lot, and what is the place of joy in our world currently? And here's my advice to all of you. Joy is a form of resistance. Right now, the world is really, really mean and really, really hard. But if we're gonna go out there and do the work to protect our neighbors and to build these loving communities and to make the world that we want to see, we have to be able to fill our own cups. And that's where I encourage you to find joy. I think everybody in this room probably finds joy on a bicycle. And you know, if that's not your thing, that's fine. I don't know why you're here, but maybe you find joy somewhere else. Regardless, find joy somewhere, because joy is resistance. I would be remiss if I didn't thank some folks. So thank you to the League of American Bicyclists. I went to my first summit a couple years ago, and it's amazing to see how both our organization and just our community has grown. Super grateful to the All Bodies on Bikes team. We are a very small, scrappy nonprofit and wouldn't be possible without our volunteer board members and chapter leaders and folks who really make this all possible. I also feel silly, but I'm going to thank Shimano because they made this film about me in 2020 called All Bodies on Bikes that really started this whole thing. We made a follow-up film to All Bodies on Bikes called We Are Cyclists that we'll be showing on Thursday before the closing plenary. So you'll get to hear from me again. So in closing, I found this beautiful quote, getting back to the theme of joy as resistance. And it's by Morgan Harper Nichols. And she says, I do not know what lies ahead, but I will find joy anyway. And I would just encourage all of you to find joy wherever you can and to spread it far and wide. Thank you. Just kidding, I'm not done. So I also wrote a children's book all about finding joy on a bicycle, and my publisher said, you better promote it. So it comes out in a couple weeks, but it's called Ragtag Best Friends Bicycle Club, and it's all about finding joy in whatever way you ride a bike. So yeah, come find me sometime this weekend. It's Tuesday, it's fine. Exactly, and I'll be presenting with some All Bodies on Bikes folks on Thursday about size inclusion in cycling and what that looks like, how you can implement it, whatever your role in cycling is, and we would love to have you join us. Now I'm actually done.
Awesome. All right. Okay. So the last two awards are connected. This a couple of years ago, we broke the Advocate of the Year award into two awards, one for volunteer citizen advocate and also one for professional advocates. Both go to a leader who has shown tireless commitment to promoting bicycling and walking in their state and community. This person goes above and beyond the call of duty to transform their community or their state into a great place for biking and walking. Their time, knowledge, creativity, and commitment are the highest standard of excellence, exemplifying a role, and they exemplify a role model for peers. So first, I'm happy to announce the first one is going to be the Citizen Advocate of the Year award, and it goes to Rob Cadota. Rob is the mayor-appointed chair of the City of Los Angeles Bicycle Advisory Committee and a league cycling instructor since 2023, with 350 hours of instruction specializing in adult learn to ride. He's also a proud participant in the league's inaugural LCA, League Cycling Advocate class. He staffs the Mar Vista Farmers Market, bike valet, repair stand, supports safe, SFA, Bike LA, and is a volunteer tandem captain with Wayfinder Family and Velo Club Lagrange. He works with visually impaired stokers, one of his most meaningful contributions to the cycling community. Please join me in congratulating Rob on this award.
I don't have a speech. I just want to thank you and let you know what an honor it is to be in a room full of such inspiring people and incredibly hardworking organizations working for a just cause, getting more people on bikes, being active. It's a joy and privilege. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Rob. And the final award for the night is the Professional Advocate of the Year. This award goes to Jacob Van Sickle, who has served as the executive director of Bike Cleveland since 2012, leading the organization's growth into Ohio's leading safe streets advocacy organizations. Under his leadership, Bike Cleveland has helped secure more than 160 miles of bike lanes and trails across the city, advance model policies including complete street legislation and Ohio's 3-foot passing law. The organization has also played a key role in advancing major initiatives such as Vision Zero, citywide safe routes to school planning, and Cleveland's Midway Protected Bike Lane Network. I got a chance to ride on some of this earlier. I guess it was late last year. things in his leadership role at Bike Cleveland. Their programs now engage more than 12,000 people on bikes every year, engaging 1,000 youth and adults in safe. Like I said earlier, we have some great executive directors like Eric Rogers. Jacob is also one of these who is a great support as he leads his organization for others in the movement. So I want to recognize that as being a great partner with other executive directors and leaders of organizations. So please join me in thanking and congratulating Jacob for this great work.
All right. For those of you that don't know me, I really hate attention. So this is really deep for me. So I'm incredibly honored and honestly humbled to receive this award from the League of American Bicyclists. It really means a lot, considering the pool of candidates that we are in here today. Yeah. So hold on. My phone froze, guys. All right. But this work isn't really just about me. I'm surrounded by wonderful staff, two of here today, Diana Hildebrand and Jenna Thomas. Certainly our staff, but also at sometimes our board as well is wonderful to work with. And certainly our members. We've continued to grow our membership over the years. And I'm proud to say we're finally at just over 2,500 dues-paying members supporting the work that we do. And it's thanks to all of them that we, as a staff and myself as a professional advocate, are successful in the work that we do. Together in Cleveland, we've seen some big changes. Bill hit a bunch of them, but since this is Professional Advocate of the Year, our biggest win last year was finally getting our city to adopt a new bike plan, which is great. We have lots of plans in Cleveland, and they sit on shelves and collect dust. But with this plan came a commitment with funding to install 50-plus miles of high-quality bike facilities. Over the next 3 years, and if you take your time and talk to Jenna here, we're not convinced they're going to do it, but our goal is to be the strongest advocates in Cleveland to push them and hold them accountable to that goal. And I will also note a lot of that work in terms of getting that commitment from the city was done, with our members, with our staff, but also with partners, specifically a group called City Thread that we work with in Cleveland to help advance our work. And this kind of progress really only comes when we work together as a community. So at the end of the day, this work isn't really just about biking, right? It's about creating safe streets. It's about creating safer communities. It's about building connections with each other across our neighborhoods. And that's really what brought me to this work, is really the social connections that we build on our bikes. And the infrastructure is really just the medium to get us to those connections. So thanks to the League, and thank you all for listening to me ramble.
Yeah, congratulations. So this is a plug. Next year when we call for nominations, to make sure you nominate, and we, this means so much because the word's pretty nice. I mean, it's a nice art print, but it means so much because it's coming from all of us, and what we've built together it's real, and I just want to say thank you to everybody for all the work you do. We can only recognize so many people every year, but please nominate those leaders in your community next year so that we can keep doing this together. It really, really means a lot. So thank you again to all the awardees. Big last final round of applause. So I think just a couple of quick things. I think then you can there's food left, there's drinks left. I think you keep hanging out. But quick announcements. Tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. we have the Congressional Bike Ride. Not sure. Sorry. The ride starts at 8. Yeah, sorry. Breakfast should be there a little after 7. So if you want to come and hang out and eat, we'll be wheels down, or wheels up. I don't know what you say. Wheels down? Whatever. We're going to be riding bikes. Rolling at 8. God, I'm sorry. It's been a day. It's been a long day. It's been a great day, but a long day. So rolling at 8. I don't know if we'll have, we'll see if we have members of Congress join us, but we are definitely going to be showing up in mass on Capitol Hill tomorrow to kick off Lobby Day. It is such important work. We know this. Thank you for doing this work. I also want to mention that the final ride, get you a little excited for that. The final closing ride on Thursday is actually, we've changed it. The information will change in the app and on the schedule, but we applied for a permit to do a protest on Thursday. So we got it. The NPS, National Park Service, awarded us this. So we'll be at 15th. We're going to be riding to the 15th Street bike lanes a little bit before rush hour on Thursday, and we're going to be positive and show everybody why these things matter for our community and our country. And I think during the day we're going to have like a sign making stations here, so you can make some signs. The messaging for the folks of our city here. And yeah, so thanks again for showing up today. It's been awesome. See you tomorrow morning. Charlie? Oh, is there a ride leaving? Sorry, Charlie. You want to set up?
There's one more ride this evening.
Sorry.
Lots more rides the rest of the way. The program says it leaves at 8:30, but given where we are now, we're going to actually try to leave at 7:30. We'll meet out front. 7:30 for the ride. That way Jeff and I get a little bit extra sleep tonight because
Yeah. Okay.
we're back here at 6:30 tomorrow morning. So
Ride change. Okay.
7:30, 7:45 in front of the library for the sights at night.
Okay. Thank you.